Welcome back to Dartshopper Media. My name is Marc Kerr and I'm here with the designer Lee from Winmau. Super exciting times. Winmau launch coming up. Excited?
Very excited, looking forward to this one, Mark. All year.
Absolutely. Now, we've got a product behind us, which this is for me one of the most exciting products. We're not going to give you that. We're going to start on a few of the darts. Now, obviously, you're very, very directly associated with the darts, with all the designs. Now, this one is the one that took my fancy here, Firestorm Flame. So, talk us through.
Yeah, obviously a very striking modern look. Firestorm Flame obviously lends itself to the heat and the flame. If you see this dart in the board with the lighting and everything, especially when we couple it with some of the new flights and shafts we've got, they really sort of pop. They sort of you've got your new, younger, modern dart players. I mean, this is the kind of dart they want to throw. Literally everyone who we've shown this range to, they're just like, wow.
I mean, this was sort of an extension from what you had beforehand, because you brought out a Firestorm dart, I think, originally that had super colourway. You had sort of blues, yellows, greens, and it all went through, and I'm looking going, how did they do that? This now, I think, is now more your original concept idea of colour scheme, right?
It was, yeah. This was probably going back 2 years when we launched the last one. This was my original sort of colour scheme about how to try and get that flame effect. You know, the way we've done it obviously is it's pretty unique to us. It's all, I can tell you, it's all done by hand. There's a lot of there's a lot of time and effort gone into the development of it. As far as the darts that come in the range, so we've gone for the parallel, more rounded nose. This one is sort of tapered back, more rear-loaded. It's quite an intricate milled grip.
And there's a couple of options on there as well. So you've got then the torpedo-ish shape that I like myself, and then a straight barrel as well. So it's quite nice.
Yeah, and when I say it's a straight barrel, it's the original Firestorms had a straight barrel, but you had a longer, more curved radius on the front of that one. This is more your traditional Eric Bristol style shape.
Absolutely. So we'll then move on to. Now, we had a little chat about this before we started. Brendan Dolan. Now, when he first came to you, it was quite a boring dart, we should say, I guess. And you were quite excited to kind of his journey on what he's now got now, because this is an intricate, very interesting dart.
Yeah, well, yeah. When Brendan first came in for his fitting, is probably the most uninspiring design dart I'd ever come across. But I mean, the guy did a 9-darter, and in a Grand Prix at the time.
Yeah. He
was very nervous about changing, so you're kind of looking at that dart. What can I do to this? What can I do to sort of enhance it? A key part of it was the front scallop, because it was, obviously where he's using his finger for positioning.
But it's very unique. There's only a small little bit there that it just sits. So it's almost like completely customised to him. But I can imagine a lot of people. I rest mine just on the point, just before the barrel. So something there means that I can probably hold a little bit further back with that comfort. So it's going to be quite a nice
completely
dart
unique.
to try.
So for me to see this dart and be given a sort of a blank sheet of paper to come up with a new dart, considering where we came from with his original design, is completely different. I'll have to give you a sample of his original dart.
Yeah. We'll have to have a look. So maybe if we can find those, we'll put them up on screen. You can see how different these actually are. So, one of my personal favourites, I went to the seniors event, seeing Leonard Gates. Absolutely love this guy. So to see now him having some more attention with Winmau, having now these new exciting darts. Yeah. Excellent.
So, well, like you, so where's he been all these years? I sort of first met Leonard in Alexandra Palace, probably the start of the year for the first time, and great character. We just knew, this guy, especially with the game growing in the straights, we had to sort of get involved with him. So his dart is pretty unique, a really intricate grip style. So it's a combination of C-axis milling, onyx coating, sort of double machined and everything. If you actually see him play, he actually uses an adagram on the back end, so the actual playing dart that he uses is probably about 65 mil. This one is around about 54.5 mil.
Does he still use the adagram on the new darts?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, yeah, but so he came all the way over from the States for a fit-in and was really...
And I mean, you can't see obviously here. We'll put some images up on screen, but they're quite a long dart, but very, very intricate with the cuts. You've got the black and the silver coming through really, really nicely there. But it's a different looking dart. It's quite interesting, and I like the fact they've got all the colourway there. It's going to bring in the American audience, I think, which is a growing audience as well. So then we are going to move to something that I picked up while you were out the room and through 140 ton and absolutely loved them. And these have had quite a few iterations, sort of development as it's gone through. I'd looked through the catalogue, lots of options available, but these with this front sort of thickness, Sniper Special Edition.
Wow. Completely sort of unique profile on these, isn't it? So actually came up with this type of profile and this range was launched, I'm guessing, around about 10 years ago, and it's consistently been at the top of the sales. Every time we're at the factory, it's like Snipers will always seem to be on the production line.
Did you expect it?
It kind of went under the radar. I mean, it was just like it became the norm, and then sort of this year it was like they obviously got a big fan base, a lot of users, so decided to enhance it, so there's an onyx coated version. This one, as we've added a lot of C-axis machining, so you've got milled cuts, you've got milled cuts going up the convex taper there.
I think the thing is as well, so the original ones were all silver, the onyx all black. People like the all black coatings. Then these ones are a little bit more jazz because you've got the remachining in it as well. So
there's a lot more grip on those. I think a lot more aggressive.
No, absolutely. Aggressive. So those Sniper Special Edition, for me, under the radar, I think they're going to do extremely well.